All right, you are now tuning in to the Boss Moves podcast live on FusionRadio.ca, Scarborough source for sound. I am one of your hosts, Zar the MC, joined by my co-host, the Playmaker in the building.
Yo, what's up? The boys are back!
The first segment we're going to deal with today is Praise Their Blaze. Praise Their Blaze. In this segment, we pretty much talk about a topic, and we discuss and we either praise it or blaze it. And blaze it in the sense of sending it to the eternal fire of shame.
Or we praise and give it out to the angels and heavens and birds chirping and all that good stuff. But we got a few hard ones out here.
So it is October 5th, so the Kevin Hart adultery ordeal is kind of a little out of date because if you see his IGs running for marathons, he's going on vacation with the Harts. Him and Nico are blessed, but the situation was kind of big for like maybe a day or two.
No, but you see, the thing is, this is what we're seeing. Because we've always seen him and his wife being united. Who would have guessed when I heard that adultery scandal? I was shocked.
I was like, Kevin?
I'm like, Kevin! He talks about this woman wouldn't exist without her. Mm-hmm. Like, my rib.
His rib.
Like, every time he says the rib stuff, I'm like...
I just think of Adam and Eve.
Nah, I think I'm the McRib. Because I've never had it. But
You've never had the McRib?
No, now I wanted the McRib. Every time I see that, I'm like, I want the McRib just one time.
The McRib is actually good. The sauce is all right. I would eat one, but it's just, it's not real.
Fam, honestly, what is real right now? What is real?
Besides this podcast, nothing.
Not
Too
much.
Many, chemicals.
Too many chemicals. So
how he handled it, how do you think, so should we praise him or blaze him for how he handled the situation? Because in my opinion, I think he kind of dealt with it in a good way. Obviously, it's not good to be caught, but he's just right back on his horse, just working, grinding.
I'm praising him how he handled the situation. Mm-hmm. I'm blazing his ass for getting put up in the situation.
For being adulterous.
And getting caught.
On camera. A stripper. A traveling stripper. If you're a celebrity and you're chilling with a traveling stripper, you should already have your alarm up. You should have your guard up. This girl is trying to finesse me in one way or another.
And the thing is, a traveling stripper, and it kind of feels like they've known each other for a hot second. It's not like you've not... that relationship just seemed a little bit too weird for you to really be trusting somebody up instantly, in their hotel room. Not even your hotel room, their hotel room. You got to think of it that way.
I saw her interview and she claimed that they just met each other that weekend and they just had chemistry and then things just happened.
I don't know if I can really believe that. Because she has a history of being untrustworthy. Not because she's a stripper, let me put it, but because you videotaped somebody without the consent. Mm-hmm. So
And tried to extort him for that.
Really tried to do the man dirty. And a couple mil too. Not even not even 100,000, 200,000. She's trying to set herself up for life. But he really Bill Clinton the situation. I'm putting him on Bill Clinton level of finesse, fam.
So you think people allow it? People allow it. He gets a pass.
Well, he is getting a pass. Nobody cares that he cheated because the way he handled it was such a boss way that you're actually that's our second boss move of the day. That's the way he handled it. You can't tell me that he didn't handle it well.
Yeah, well, he got caught, so he kind of had to admit it, and it was good that because he has this narrative of sharing his experience with his fans, whether it's through his comedy or just vlogs and stuff. He brought it out there in the public, publicly apologized, kind of owned up to it. So I think he did on a PR level. He handled it well. I'm sure him and his wife had separate talks. Perhaps she's not even upset. Perhaps this is a known thing to her. You don't even
because that's why his first relationship didn't work because he would cheat too much. Apparently, that's from his ex-wife.
That's what Tori says. Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, that's ex-wife. Honestly, how many of your ex-girlfriends are really gonna talk that great? Some of them are gonna talk great about you because you got a great relationship or you fixed up or you guys are still friends. But some of them they'll be whatever. They'll be they'll trash you because they can. And she's not getting really big payments anymore, so. Because the kids are living with him. So her payments are much, much smaller than she'd like to. So
we're praising, I'm praising, slightly blazing because, I don't know, I guess once you're in a monogamous relationship, adultery is immoral.
Well,
That's your vows. That's what your vows say. But I'm glad that they're sticking together. She could have easily just divorced him. Maybe she's waiting for the baby. Because there's a whole nother game to that. But I feel like she kind of knows her role in the situation. She knows who Kevin is. She knows how he was before.
Yeah, because it could have been worse. Like, he could have just, because he said he was a liar before. So, like, for him to be 100% honest, that's growth.
Do you feel like this kind of confirms the age-old once a cheater, always a cheater axiom?
That's rough. Because people change. Like,
Do
people
they,
really
though?
do change. No, okay.
I feel like people don't change.
People don't change. People grow up. And I feel just the fact of that level of honesty is a growing up. Like, maybe next time he just won't cheat. Like, that's the thing. Like you can't... Like, people really want to put cheaters in the box. I've never cheated, okay? No woman can ever claim that I've cheated on them because I'm 100% honest whether or not we're in a relationship. Like, if you say, like, oh, we're kind of a thing or whatever, okay. Like, I can be like, okay, yeah, you can call me on that. But you cannot say, we were in a relationship, I'm your man, I'm your boyfriend, and you're my girlfriend, you're my girl, that I cheated on you. So, for me, I've been cheated on. Hurt bad. And... that's why I'm like, the whole cheating thing, I'm against it 100%, loyalty 100%. But like, if I don't believe in people's growth, then what are we all working towards? That means I can't even believe in myself anymore. So I hope Kevin gets his act together. Like, it looks like he does, but like, that's Instagram. We're all technically we're like 10% of what we are on Instagram and YouTube. And whatever.
You don't know what kind of conversations are being had or how he handled it actually.
Yeah, because like, his wife could be cheating at him right now, like kicking his ass, whooping his ass, especially a pregnant woman on her ish, like that's playing games. Like, actually, Kevin was trying to die. He was trying to die.
So next on Praised or Blazed, Future and the Gap commercial with Cher. I'm praising this right away.
Okay.
This really just symbolized American culture to me. And it was just beautiful because, like, it's Future and it's Cher. Future is like, you can understand why he's there. He's popping right now. He's that guy. The fact that they had Cher and Future on the same set and they're on the same song for a commercial and, like, you could see them vibing, I just felt like it was just so fun to watch.
It was fun to watch, and the funnest part to watch was actually Cher, because Cher, I was like, Cher, I don't know how old you are, but oh man, you might catch it. Like, Cher.
I'm telling you, Cher is the only older celebrity.
No, I have a list. I have older celebrities.
Well, I'm just saying her over Madonna, building off our previous debate.
By far.
I'm trying to think. Maybe Gail, Oprah's friend. Low-key, Gail has a fatty fan. Like, it's ridiculous.
I don't even remember what Gail
I would just do it because, I used to come home and my mom would watch Oprah every day. Like, she'd watch, I think it was like Ellen and Oprah and like Dr. Phil at like 5 or something.
Yeah, I feel that's how it actually went. I feel like Ellen's always around like 1 or 2, and then after that Oprah and
then Dr. Phil.
Yeah, and that gap is really big now. Like, that 1 hour when Oprah isn't there, like, it's like, damn, what else? Like, Judge Judy is on, like, something else, please.
Oprah was such a good show at its peak. Like, I would actually watch it with my mom because I'd be like, like, it's fun, but it's serious and educational, but at the same time, it's like lit because like Oprah's low key lit.
Like,
you know,
I feel like Oprah puts on an act. I feel like the second like she's home, she's just like any other like chill person. Like, especially the way that other like rich black people like talk about Oprah. Like, Oprah's like the coolest person that's ever lived ever. Like, Okay. Who else? Like, I have a list of older women that I would date. Like, that.
All right, quick rundown. Okay, what are we defining as older woman? 15 above?
Yeah.
Okay.
Monica Bellucci, like, she was a Bond girl. Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton is low key a freak. Like, I feel it. And don't be giving me side eye, okay? Because this is over.
I forgot how she looks. Diane Keaton. What was she in?
Like, Something's Gotta Give, The Godfather, and then Susan Sarandon. No question. The woman from How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Her, beautiful.
Okay.
I'm trying to see who else is really on that list that
you want to smash Diane Keaton? Wasn't she in that Wives
Yeah. The Mad Money one, and then the like divorced women's one.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
First Wives Club.
Yeah, no, I smash that. I love her movies. She's a fantastic actress. What, like, is there something wrong with being with a completely fantastic?
I could see why. Maybe I just don't.
Bam, she just does it for me. Sometimes you just need a more intellectual woman for your ass. Like, no, but she really does. Like, the third woman out here, like.
She just does it for me.
No, but it's true. Like, certain women.
How about
like,
Kathy Griffin?
Yeah. But like, I mean, almost any black woman when she's older is hot as hell. So I can't even be like, nah. Like how? Like now I'm trying to really think. How old is like?
What is old? Is J-Lo considered old?
J-Lo. Okay, my mom knows this. I told my mom if I have an opportunity to meet J-Lo, I'm flirting with her. No questions asked.
She's 48.
I don't care. Like she's older than my mom. No, I think she's the same age as my mom. I told my mom I'm marrying her. No question. Mm-hmm. Like everybody in my family knows my love for J-Lo is real. Like
speak that into existence right now.
Like from the age of 8, I've basically been in love with her. Like even my girlfriends or girls that I date know that if it's between them and J-Lo, J-Lo's taken. Like no questions.
Okay, fair.
But like no J-Lo, and it's actually hurting my heart the fact that she's dating Alex Rodriguez.
She's still dating A-Rod?
You know why? Because I'm a Yankees fan. So it's just it's like a double stab in the heart. Not only are you dating somebody else, but you got to date him out of all the Yankees.
They're still dating.
Yeah, like, and I don't like it at all. I can't handle it. But yeah, Jennifer Lopez, I marry her, no question. No question. Like
yeah,
I literally
she's definitely on my list as
well. I told my mom like legit. It's just if it says like you'll disown me, I'll take the disownment. I don't care. I'll live on her alimony. like I will live with whatever $10 she gives me. Like J-Lo. Like there's not a lot of people I would really diminish my whole life for, but J-Lo, yeah.
Okay, fair. Next up on Praised or Blazed, I want you to talk about this a little bit, the LeBron Yankees debate. Can you explain it to me? Because I'm not exactly too familiar with what happened.
Now, I'm a LeBron fan. So I know LeBron growing up as a huge Yankees fan, much like me. So what happened is, because he lives in Cleveland and he's basically the face of Cleveland, and Cleveland and the Yankees are facing off in the MLB playoffs. So now a few of the Yankee players have actually been just saying, nah, he's just repping Cleveland, and because
that's where he is right now. Yeah,
that's where he is. Like it's not where his heart is. Like he's really a Yankees fan. Now, LeBron, this has been going on for like basically the last 2 days because they just started the playoff matchup. They're playing right now, actually. Mm-hmm. And LeBron has yet to say anything. Praise or blaze LeBron for not saying anything, or praise or blaze the Yankees for saying something?
I blaze the Yankees. I praise LeBron. Because, that's really some petty little, like, thing. I know, but because he knows that whatever he says will be scrutinized, whether it's by Cleveland fans or New York Yankee fans. So he's like, why am I going to deal with this little drama that literally means nothing? I'm living nice right now. So, like, who cares?
Yeah, he has to deal with a whole new team. Like, he has other problems.
He has other priorities to talk about, to comment on what the Yankees said. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
So I praise LeBron.
I praise LeBron for not saying anything, and also praise because for every Toronto team, no matter what. Mm-hmm. But I also have my other teams the more realistic option.
Yeah, every Toronto fan has that.
And it's not that you're being mean or disrespectful. It's just like
you need to put faith in a team that wins.
No, but because the thing is, we grew up who was good.
All the teams were bad.
All the teams were bad, and
you had to have a second team.
You had to have a second.
Support.
You had to have the second team just to watch the playoffs without crying. Because how many years did I go without watching the Raptors play in the playoffs? Years! Mm-hmm. Now they're in the playoffs, they're playing against LeBron, I'm like,
fine, okay. But, we're going to lose anyway.
We're going to lose, but, at least we're in the playoffs. It's like, I root for them, they lose, I follow, I'm like, LeBron, let's go, let's win this ring. Because I understand no realistic options. Mm-hmm. And don't not call me a diehard fan because you I was watching the Raptors, I'll even watch the 30 minutes. The speed ones, because I didn't have the time to watch the whole game. but like I'll still make sure I watch all 82 games. I know every basket that was scored. Don't say that I'm not a diehard, so you guys shouldn't shut up for that. Like, but I just know that when things pop off, I need the king on my side. I can't. I don't know how old I'll be when I see our Toronto Raptors championship.
I feel like it'll be before we are 40. And then I'd say it'll be in the next 15, 15.
Because the thing is, that's more of an organization thing. Like, I feel like you have to create that culture, and we're not there. Like, we have certain parts of it, but not 100%.
We're still a young team, too. 95.
But, like...
We don't have years of legacy.
Yeah, but, like, the Miami Heat have won 3 championships.
Well, they also had a lot of good players.
But like,
and it's in Miami, so it's like a hot destination.
No, but they also have, like, the taxes and stuff. Like, we tax people hard. I'm feeling it right now in my pocket. But the second thing about that, but we had, like, I actually saw a list recently of, like, the top 10 Raptors. We've had some amazing players, and a lot of them were playing at the same time. So
like T-Mac, VC. You can count how many players we've had that were amazing.
But they were all on one team. Like for 2-3 years, we really could have been like even Kobe.
Damon Stoudemire era.
Even but Kobe even said it like that was the team he was the most fearful of. Like in 2-3 years, he was like especially when the Shaqs and them, they were really running the league. He was like, they were more scared of like the teams coming up than the teams that were there now because they were going to age up with them. Like, you know, Vlade Divac could only really ball for so long. Like, you know, but like he knew like the Raptors were a really young team and they were going to cause them problems later on, especially with Shaq aging. They're like, he was like, oh, damn. And then when he keeps seeing that these teams were breaking up, even when Vince Carter and left to the Nets, he's like, why? Like, he's like, but you know, things happen for a reason, and hopefully I get to be there when there's that parade because, god damn it, it's
been a while. It's been never, but it's been a while hoping.
Like, I've been really hoping for way too long.
So, last praise or blazed. So, Kaepernick last year took a knee during the national anthem, caused this huge outrage, and then a lot of people were also upset because they felt that kind of blackballed him, which it kind of did, from like getting re-signed to an NFL team because of all the controversy surrounding it. And now recently, it's kind of resurfaced that people are taking knees or not showing up to the field for the national anthem as a sign of protest. And then Donald Trump was kind of forced to address it and felt like it was disrespectful. Forced to address it in the sense where it was creating so much social turbulence that like you have to, as a president.
He puts his comments where it's not needed. Like, so sometimes when people say forced, I'm like, he likes to talk.
Okay, he was triggered, let's say.
No, he lives triggered, fam. He lives triggered.
He's just ready to go off.
He's ready. He has more he has more bars than rappers right now. Like he has a line.
He has Bear Ghostwriters.
He has to have because like. How can you say so many insane,
a lot of his stuff
things?
Is off the top. You can tell. He did not prepare to say that. Is a reactionary statement.
But that's the thing. It's like
whoa, he just said something like that outrageous.
Yo, he said something so ridiculous. But we're going to talk about it more in politicking. He literally said that Africa needs to be recolonized, and I shook in my boots. I've never...
He said that?
Oh my gosh. And it was a whole thing. Like, basically the entire African world got shook. Like, it was like, oh my gosh.
Someone just... What? The president.
Yeah. But you see the thing, it didn't go on
leader major... of the new world. Yeah.
You're the leader of the free world. And you just said...
Free world, sorry.
Free world. You just said that Africa needs to be recolonized because they're still living as slaves. I'm like, but... Like, I read the whole thing. I was just like, how dare you say this? You know how insensitive this is? And I'm like, and a lot of the reasons why Africa's having problems is because of you. And your shit, like you're not. Are you helping the situation? No. But how dare you say this comment?
So, are we praising or blazing? I'm gonna ask about. Obviously, for Donald Trump, we're blazing him.
Blaze, blaze, blaze.
There's all these sound effects going off at this point. Are we praising or blazing the players for taking a knee? Or because a lot of people feel like the national anthem was always this kind of unifying, sacred, like untouchable thing that.
But you see, they
would participate in. So now that's kind of that sacredness is being questioned.
Yeah, but you see the thing, how can you be united if
You're divided.
If you guys are really divided. And I feel like a lot of Trump's presidency is going to be about division. Like, it's really... And
it is about division.
Yeah.
It's so polarizing that, like, you either love everything he says or, like, hate it.
Like, it's really, like, there's nobody that can really live in the middle. Like, I've tried to actually take time...
defend him.
And really look at what he says, and I'm like, damn, are you actively trying to be a bad person or a person without morals?
Mm-hmm.
Because certain stuff he says... Like, even like the Africa comment is just like mentally enslaved. I can be like, okay, that's a deeper me. And then you're like, no, they need to be recolonized. It's like, okay, yeah, that sounds like you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, with everything with Trump right now is just bad. I just can't. Like, I'm trying. Like, you want to do better.
It's hard to like take it seriously. You still feel like it's like, I still feel weird when CNN posts, like, they'll have like a clip of Donald Trump speaking, like the president speaking, and it's Donald Trump, and you look at the screen like, oh man, this guy's president. Like, this is real.
I feel like a lot of the world just, and so we're doing the walk of shame right now. We just woke up, we were hung
from a one night stand.
From a one night stand, we were really, really drunk, and now we realize we slept with somebody we did not want to sleep with. The walk of shame, we can't handle it, and we're kind of getting over the hungoverness, and it's like we're puking, our eyes hurt.
You wake up in the morning, you see Donald Trump, you're like, oh, what did we do last night?
like,
how do we let this happen?
Like, every day is almost like, damn, like, you know. Like,
but in comparison, I feel like Justin Trudeau looks like an even better prime minister, just in relation.
No,
to
he
the
looks
proximity.
amazing. No, he looks amazing. He looks amazing because of that. He also looks amazing because he also came from Stephen Harper. And, like, I don't even hate Stephen Harper. He actually did some good things, and certain stuff I really did not agree with. A lot about Justin Trudeau that is kind of like a laissez-faire attitude about certain things that, like, I'm like, you probably shouldn't be letting that go. Hopefully he's probably taking care behind the scenes. I hope he is, because I'd be very disappointed if he isn't. But because there's certain stuff, like, I'm hearing, like, the provinces, I've never heard so much talk back from provinces until now. Like,
I guess they see Trudeau as someone
they can play with him. Exactly, like, we can play with this kid. And don't even get me started about that woman. And when I'm talking about that woman, I mean Catherine Wynne. I cannot talk about that.
I hear she's the devil reincarnated.
Fam, if somebody tells me she's the Antichrist, I'm like, yeah. Or at least she's birthing him. Like, one or the other. Like, something's happening. and I'm not talking about any of, like, anything that's concerning her as a person. I just mean her ideology, especially concerning finances, is terrible. Oh my gosh. We're going to spend like at least 15, 20 years trying to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
My tax is going to be gone.
So we'll talk more about politics in our section, politicking. But right now, I kind of want to take it to Q&A for Boo and Bay.
You're listening to Q&A with Boo and Bay. What have I walked into right now? Hosted by Czar the MC and Playmaker.
Playmaker, what I realized, I kind of recognize a trend over the last 4 years of my life that typically as the weather gets colder, there's a correlation between more relationships being established. Some call it cuffing season. Some call it an evolutionary tactic for survival in the cold. You know, whatever way you want to take it. Let's say we're in the middle of cuffing season right now, or cuffing season's starting to like begin. What are some tips for both females and males who want to get cuffed? Because I'm gonna be honest, I have people on my Twitter, on my TL, like retweeting stuff about being sad, about being single. It's like, yo, everyone's in a relationship and I'm just here this. And like people want to feel love, fam. So like, how can we make that happen?
Okay, first of all, you gotta love yourself. Like to be honest, like, do you really love yourself? Like, really, when you're either listening to this, I don't want you to pause it, but you're gonna pause it no matter what. But
pause this.
Do you love yourself? Do you really love yourself? Like, do you really, like, can you really say, like, you really vouch for yourself?
I feel like, so I just feel like I don't love myself now because I smoke cigarettes. And like, do I love myself if I smoke cigarettes?
No, but because certain things, like, we kind of do, you're like, do I really love myself? And when you really put it in that.
So loving yourself, what does that include and how does it relate to once you love yourself, you can love someone else?
No, well, you start like once you accept yourself, you can allow somebody else to accept you. Because a lot of times we'll be in relationships or you're talking to somebody and it's like you're kind of fighting them to let them, like for you to let yourselves be in love. And sometimes it's sad. Like some people, it's about chemistry. Sometimes you guys might have the chemistry, but not like
the ethic.
That you guys aren't letting yourselves connect in that deeper level of like acceptance. Because a lot of love is just accepting the other person. Like you might be annoying, but I'm like, nah, I love you, bro. I'm allow it. As a person, like I'm like, I'm allow it. Like, or I won't even think of it. Like, think about how many of your flaws Shayma just says, meh.
Yeah, and what you were saying about there was a point where I was kind of resistant to that connecting because maybe I didn't trust myself, so how could I trust another person? And it's like you kind of build a wall. But then now that we kind of rekindled and it's gotten stronger, and now it's different in the sense where we're like closer and we're more natural and like there's more of a synchronization than before. Whereas before it was kind of like two individuals operating in a relationship. Now it's like a couple in a relationship.
Like like that's 100% what I mean. So sometimes you need to do soul searching. Like sometimes you're fighting with somebody else, but you're really fighting with yourself because
you really need the Lord.
You
like I literally sometimes like I'll be in an argument or something, and like sometimes when you're in an argument because you're pissed, and then now you're kind of stuck in this argument, but your pride won't let you just like back down.
Like you
so
really want to
ride in with what you say, even though you don't really care.
And sometimes you don't even make sense anymore. Like, oh my gosh, let this conversation be over, please. I'm tired. And but you can't drop it because then you really look bad.
But in reality, like a lot of those things, maybe that rage or that like sense of animosity is really because you're not at peace with yourself, or you're disconnected from like nature or God or like your scripture, like whatever it is, like, and that's why I've kind of always been a proponent for religion and faith traditions, because they provide you with that foundation to build off. Like there's something there that keeps you on track, and like most of it is beneficial.
Most of it,
like almost all of it, pretty much all of it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But okay, second point of cuffing season.
Okay, so cuffing season rule number 1:
you gotta love
yourself. All right.
Second of all, you're gonna have to get your online game better be strong. You have to start working.
Online being IG, Twitter, Facebook chat.
Facebook chat.
Facebook
Slide
chat.
in those DMs.
Low-key, Facebook chat is kind of effective.
Yeah.
But I think right now is DM season.
You gotta hit up and you know what? To be honest, if you like, a lot of people prepare for cuffing season a lot earlier. Like I know,
like August, July,
August, July is like, okay. I'm talking maybe 1 or 2 people right now, 3. Like, and I'm not talking about guys. Girls do it too. Don't get it twisted, ladies. Don't be looking at your man or looking at your guy friend like, yeah, you're doing that. You're probably doing it too. Okay. You're keeping it low key. You probably have one guy on Tinder, one guy on POF, one guy that's sliding into
one on
Snapchat, one on Snapchat. You're just messaging him a little bit frequently here and there, and you're trying to see what's hot. And then you're like, it's October, and I want to have a very good gift in December. There's no shame in your game, ladies. There's no shame in your game, man. But like sometimes it's gotta be 100%. like because my birthday's in November, so like. Sometimes you're like, damn, I really would like I want somebody to give me something special for my birthday. And then you're
so
like,
cuffing season for you is like intertwined with birthday season.
My birthday, but then, and then you also have December, and then it's like, then you have to start buying gifts, and you're like,
that's another tricky thing about cuffing season, because maybe people want to do it either before Christmas, so they have someone.
Oh no, I know. I have one of my friends. He strictly only dates between the month of January to June
to avoid gifts.
Gifts.
Major holidays.
Like he only does Valentine's Day because he doesn't want to be alone. Like he's literally set out a whole list. Like he does Valentine's Day. But basically, if Canada Day hits, you are no longer his girlfriend. I've never seen him with a girlfriend past July.
It's like June 30th, and he's like, "Yo, honestly, babe, I can't do this anymore."
It really feels like that. Like I've never. It really does. It's like he really like. I need to be a free agent. I need to start working on my girlfriend next year. And this is like the 3rd year in a row he's done this. So like I feel like he's working a system, but I'm not gonna call out his name because I want these. I don't want to give him these problems. But like there are people out here. There's some dogs out here in these streets, and there's some ladies out here doing it too.
So so first rule was love yourself. Second rule, do we even have a second rule?
Well, let's be prepared.
Be prepared.
And then third of all, it's not a big deal. Like if you
it's an imaginary concept.
It really is because it might look
there
like
might be some scientific basis to it.
Yeah, but
but it's not really. You don't have to live your life.
But my like cuffing season's all right. Mine is breakup season because my phone is ringing different during breakup season because now you've got your boys crying, you've got your girlfriends crying, you got like everybody's breaking up, and like I feel like this summer the breakup season was hard. My phone. Like my phone, like hotline bling, it was my life. And and you know the weird part is of this whole situation, and when you're helping out a friend, is that now you're starting to learn things about people you really did not want to know, and now you can't even see them in the same light anymore. You're like they're talking about all their issues, and you're like,
why'd you have to tell me that?
Now
I
can't
like that.
Now, oh my gosh, she does that, damn, or he does that. Oh.
I have another Q&A for Boombe question. This is for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a girl. She's fairly attractive. Gets about like maybe 300 likes per picture. Good looking girl. I'll show you her off air.
Okay.
Let's call her X. So my friend X, she was talking to this dude. They were texting. He apparently is a good looking dude from what she like told me. I've never whatever. And then they were talking, and then all of a sudden he stopped talking to her, and she felt, why did he stop talking to me? I should be rejecting him. Why is he rejecting me? You know those ones that's like purely out of pride? So I was telling her that. I was like, yo, it's out of pride. But then she was trying to find like low key ways to be like, to make him contact her. Like she would find like, yo, should I post a Snapchat? Like maybe I should post this Instagram picture. Maybe it'll get his attention. Yo, I posted the picture, he liked it, but he didn't message me. Like that kind of stuff. So like, what do you recommend for girls? Like how can a girl make sure a guy messages her besides just being normal and straight up and being like, hi, what's up? Like messaging him first. Like what is a way a girl can do that?
Okay. Well, we're going to head up a few things right now. First thing, oh my gosh, this whole, like, because my brother's kind of dealing with this whole situation, like a whole situation, but like he rejected his girlfriend, and it's becoming a whole thing.
Okay.
So some people really don't handle rejection. And I don't know why, but there's certain people, I'm not going to name who, from both, like, men don't handle rejection well. Like, I'll be 100%. Sometimes, like, damn, like, and men don't handle rejection well, as in, like, they'll be persistent and they'll be annoying and it can be harassment and it can be actually a problem, right? Mm-hmm. And some women really don't handle rejection well, as in they take it, like, to an affront and, like, they really have to take the
like a deep psychological level.
Deep psychological problem. And you start saying that this guy was a jerk and he was cheating and he was all this stuff, and it's just like, nah. It's
not that serious. He's just like not horny right now. He
just doesn't want to be in a relationship. Or sometimes he just doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. Like I don't understand why some women have the complex of I have to be the person to say no.
It's because that's what they're used to.
But I get it.
Women have whenever there's like a kind of enticement or there's like a chase, the ball's in the woman's court. They're the one making the decision.
And I feel like the second they don't have that agency, they gotta get mad. And you know what? And I was telling a girl who was going through that, and I was just like, this is how it is on the other side. Welcome to my life. It's like you give you spit your best game, you talk, you do whatever you want to do. You're reciprocating it. Everything's cool. And then the next day, nothing.
Gone.
Like, and you don't even know why. You don't know if maybe she met DeMar DeRozan and DeMar DeRozan hit her up like, you're cute. You don't know if suddenly her phone died. You have no idea what's going on. And suddenly this person no longer cares about you the way they did last week. Last week, you were hitting the 3-pointers from the park. Like, you're like, damn, I'm good. Mm-hmm. And now it's just like, you can't even hit a layup. Like, this girl will not talk to you.
And a big part of that, I think, is our generation's inability to actually communicate.
Yeah.
Like, we're bad. I'm terrible. I'm bad at. You're actually a decent communicator in the terms of boss moves and, like, making stuff happen. Like, me and G, no offense to G, no offense to myself, but, like, we're just bad at communicating.
I am
There's
living
too
it.
many apps, fam. There's too many apps for me to keep count. I'm a type of person, like, if I really need to talk, I'm calling you. I can't play the texting game. For me, it's like,
Fam, I used to be good at texting, and now now I'm returning back to it because I have no other choice.
you have to, bro. You
But,
have
like-
to be on your, like, on
But
point.
like, because the thing is, once you date somebody for a while, you start just calling because I ain't got time for all this. It's like Skype call, whatever. If it's a text, maybe a meme or something. Like I ain't trying to be like, we're gonna talk tonight. We're gonna talk for an hour and a half tonight, and then that's it. Like I'm not trying to be texting you
throughout
all
the
the day.
day.
And sometimes I just can't. Like one of my the workplace I'm working at now, you can't even have your phone on the floor. You can't do anything. So like, how am I gonna tell somebody else, hey, don't be on your phone, and I'm texting you? Like, are you trying to get me fired? Second thing, so we're gonna talk about the actual girl issue.
Okay.
About why do you need his validation that much? That's my
They
problem.
feel like when they can't get that validation, they feel like there's something wrong with them. Then they start overthinking their insecurities.
But, like-
thinking what it could be. Oh, is it my lips? Oh, is it the fact that I'm like a little fat here?
But, like,
did
you know
he say,
what?
did I say something wrong? Oh,
But like I think I've said this before. I feel like I know I've said it on air before. Like I feel a lot in heterosexual relationships from what I've garnered and understood and what my uncle told me. Men seek validation afterhand and women beforehand. When it comes to like it's like
that's true. There's the chase
Like-
to get the woman, then they get validated. Then the whole relationship, the rest of the relationship is the dude being like,
not
what-
even no. I don't even think it's just like after like you've done it. It's like okay, I feel good, and
You feel like you should be because the guy's making the moves to get her validation at the beginning, so he feels like he ought to be reciprocated because he put in the effort to make it happen. You know,
And then you know what? And that's what I was telling. Like a girl was like, "How come my boyfriend doesn't do 1, 2, 3 anymore?" I'm like, you know why? Because he did a lot of work.
how come he doesn't go? You hang up first. You hang up
Yeah,
first.
first.
Everybody's like, "Yo, we already played that, dog."
Now I'm tired.
I did that because I had to.
Like, you know what? Have you ever realized that you like when you feel like you guys have been fighting a little bit more, then then you start being a good boyfriend again? Yeah. That's guys for you. We're trying to get as much with the least amount of effort. Like my cousins are right on the whole like guys are trying to eat their cake and have it too. We're trying to be as lazy as a single person, but as proactive, but have the same rewards as somebody in a relationship.
And it doesn't make sense because it's like you have
can't-
to pick a side.
You really got to pick a side, but like
You're
guys
either
are
hot or
really
you're
trying.
cold. There's no lukewarm.
I know. There's a
Well,
Bible
there is
verse for that.
lukewarm. Yeah, that's literally where I got it from.
Really?
There is
Yeah.
lukewarm, but like apparently you're double-minded or something.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Book of James.
Now we're gonna hit you guys with Soundscape.
Okay. So what is this this clip we're gonna be playing?
Well, in this one, I was actually told that, and actually read up a little bit about it. YouTube streams are now going to count as into album sales, and if you're platinum, yes or no. So, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. Is twofold. How to feel about it is twofold because it's good. Because it's kind of fair, and especially for younger artists that are still on the come up, it does give them that validation. However, YouTube is gonna be super strict with like
It's gonna be super saturated at this point because I personally feel like the amount of commitment you have to watching a video on YouTube versus actually going to purchase an album are two different aspects. Watching a YouTube video is a lot more accessible, a lot more convenient, less commitment. Whereas when you're actually purchasing an album, there's a financial commitment to the artist, to the brand, to like there's like a loyalty in a sense. Whereas this is very nonchalant, very
and
easy.
you see the thing, the 2 points about it that I don't like. First, it's gonna make YouTube very very regulated. Like now you got to chase after fake people. Like people who are putting on Jay-Z songs and Jay-Z doesn't want that song to be put on like that, whatever. Reasonable
Or
doubt,
they'll just
whatever.
claim it on his album sales. Like
Yeah.
that's what they'll do.
Maybe because they're only going to count certain ones. So like now Jay-Z and his boys are going to have to claim that. Like,
Like
you know,
verified, like account. Yeah.
there's that part. And second thing that I really don't like is this like like it's good for younger artists, but like bigger artists, really, like, first of all, like you can play with those numbers a little bit too much.
Look at Gangnam Style.
Yeah, does Gangnam Style really need, like, he's probably like 8-time platinum. And certain things, like the way YouTube works, like a Drake song that I probably didn't want to listen to that they could play and it's on. Like,
it's not necessarily accurate.
No, exactly. It wouldn't be accurate, so you have to stop autoplay completely for it to be fair.
Yeah, because you don't know if someone's actually listening to it or they're just letting their YouTube run.
Yeah, or like, because I don't. Let's say I don't listen to like Post Malone, or I don't listen to like country music, and then country music is playing because I listened to one country song that day and it hit me. It doesn't mean I want to listen to every Blake Shelton song ever made. He does have some good songs, but like I don't want to listen to every single country song ever made.
Isn't Blake Shelton dating Gwen Stefani?
I think so, but wasn't he was also dating Carrie Underwood? No, was he? I don't
think
know.
so. He's out here, fam. Like country stars are out here getting boom.
No, but they probably are. Like 100%. You know what? I even said, like, to be honest, if rap doesn't work out, let me do country. Because country music fans are devoted. Like, they're just as devoted as rap fans.
They have a culture. More. Just like how hip hop has a culture. There's a country culture.
And the country culture has survived through every other culture. Like, rock was hot, country was still hot. Disco, country was still hot. Doesn't matter what era when country reigns. Like, Dolly Parton has over 26 CDs. A lot of them are platinum. Homegirl is making her money.
Shout out to Dolly Parton. That might be the boss move. 26 CDs. Yo, my advice
Studio
to any
albums.
My advice to any artist is have as much content as you can, whether it's bad or good. Just constantly make stuff because at the end of the day, you're gonna filter. She has 26 CDs. You know how many tracks did not make those CDs? At least 80% of the tracks she's recorded.
It's a la Prince kind of, or like a la Future. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, Prince is amazing." I'm like, yeah, he is, but there's certain songs that I know you don't like. There's certain albums I know you don't like. Like you don't tell me.
Putting out content.
They're just putting out content, and sometimes certain albums aren't meant for you. Certain albums are probably more European centric. Some are probably more Asian based. Like a lot of More Life was more like London, Canada, and certain parts of US. So like I can understand it if like his fans in Asia were like, oh, okay, because a lot of the terminology was
foreign to them.
Yeah. A lot of the terminology, there was like London slang in there, and I'm like, I'm going on Urban Dictionary. What the heck is gig say? Like, before I'm out here, because sometimes we're spitting these bars, we're like, I have no idea what this dude's saying. Like, what else?
So for the boss, okay, we have a boss move segment. Let's cue the music. We'll keep it short, though, because we were going to do Hugh Hefner, and then I notified Playmaker about the kind of controversy after his death of a lot of articles being written by the left about his poor treatment of women.
But, like, the thing is this.
Because a lot of people were praising Hugh Hefner as well on a legacy basis. And like, yo, he was a boss, he did this, he was my idol. But like, then a lot of people from the other side came through with their facts about his actual
the thing is, I feel he's more in the middle. He's good and bad. I feel like
he gave women opportunity, but he still wasn't. He might not have been a feminist.
No, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, he was self-serving. But I mean, LGBT rights had nothing to do with him. Like, he wasn't gay. Like, everybody's 100% sure that he was heterosexual, right? It's just, there's a lot of stuff that happened probably under his watch that either he wasn't aware of or was aware of and let go. And the Bill Cosby situation came in there. Like, there's a lot of stuff that came in that was bad for him, but he did spit on a lot of stuff that is good, like, as a more sexually liberated society and stuff like that. I mean, I'm Christian. I don't know 100% like how good that is, but I feel that it's better that people are having discussions because people weren't having those discussions. Like, I feel like in this day and age, you must be having discussions.
So he kind of created an awareness in the culture about this side of the human condition.
But like the one thing that I will give Hugh Hefner, nothing else. Like I'm not gonna speak on other parts of his legacy, but this part. Hugh Hefner started Playboy simply because he was cheated on by his wife when he went on to serve his country. Like he went, was it World War II? Yeah, he went to World War II, came back, his wife was cheating on him. Like having affairs, like the whole street knows. Mm-hmm. And he comes home and then he divorces her and then starts Playboy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel like he built his old empire out of her and then tried to change from that and create something from that. So everything else that happened after that, I can't praise. I can't really speak on because I'm not. I need to read everything, to be fair. But it's a boss move in the fact that he took his pain, he took his hurt and his struggle and put that somewhere else.
Created into an enterprise.
Turned into enterprise. I mean, how many people can really say that? Like, you got cheated on with a girl. Most of us would have eaten some McDonald's, cried a little bit, been pissed off, divorced her, got a new wife, chilled. Probably nothing.
You guys started a corporation.
Corporation empire, like millions and millions of dollars, and lived like a bachelor life for the rest of his life. He croaked at 91.
It was a boss move in that sense.
It was a boss move in that sense, but like there's a lot of stuff not so boss, probably very, very
definitely
bad.
Ethically questionable, and at the same time, those parties, definitely a lot of drugs, a lot of women, a lot of men there too, like celebrities and stuff, and who knows what those girls were doing?
Who knows what was happening and whatever. But to be honest, growing up, who wouldn't have wanted to go to a Playboy party? To be honest,
that was like the dream.
To be honest, every party you've ever thrown is in hopes that it reaches that level. You know how there's certain parties.
It is the ideal.
There's certain parties in your life. When you're younger or as a young man, you're like, I really wish I could have a party like that. You watch Van Wilder Party Liaison, you're like, I want to throw a party like that.
And when Project X came out, everyone wanted to throw a party like that.
Exactly. It's like you want to have a good time. And I think from that standpoint, allowing people to have a good time, that's where Hugh Hefner, I think his legacy should stand. Everything else that happened is bad. That is bad and that is factual because we don't know what everybody has their own agenda. Good or bad, we'll judge him on that. But I'm saying just the pure aspect of taking your pain into pleasure. I don't know. I don't know if you can really hate him on that.
Respectable.
He's respectable. But my dad was like, yeah, he lived a boss. He lived a fun life. But where is he spending his afterlife? And that's exactly where we're gonna end it off because I don't know all about his sins, so I can't be talking about that.
We don't know his relationship with Jesus.
I don't even know his relationship with his women because, fam, there's some crazy stuff that ever since he died, the stuff coming out is wild, fam.
Like what?
He was all the playmates were forced to have group sex, either in front of each other or stuff like that,
for sure this guy had he had his quirks. He had
but you see the thing is he wasn't an ugly guy growing up. When he started Playboy,
when he was Hugh Hefner.
That's what I'm saying. Probably until he is 65, then it was
yeah, and then it's okay, he's an old man.
He's an old man now. It's now it's a bit disgusting because those May December relationships. I don't know how people really people always say it's you can love who you want to love, but a lot of people aren't really down for that. I wouldn't. So no more Hugh Hefner talk. I can't speak on. I don't want to be. I don't want.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Do you may? Hopefully you aren't in hell for too long.
Wow.
or at least you got in
purgatory. He's just in the middle.
But I don't know. I don't know where he'd be. I can't praise him. I can't blaze him. He's somewhere in the middle. Just allowing him to live. Allow him to be dead alone. You know. Mm-hmm.
Ads are the MC across the board.
Yeah, and
because
Playmaker lifestyle.
He only has good advice, fam. That's all I can say. He only has good advice. You gotta follow it. Be sure to stay tuned. Feel free to write us at bossmoves@gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Boss Moves. Yeah, Boss Moves Radio at gmail.com.
Boss Moves Radio.
We're Boss Moves Radio across the board. Twitter, everything. So Spotify, iTunes, Tuned In, everything. We're basically your voice is heard. If you follow any of us and you send us a DM, we'll talk about it on the show. Whatever you want us to talk about, whatever you feel is important, because we're here for you.
Yeah, if anyone wants to have their, love issues discussed, we don't have to use your name, but in terms of, for Q&A and boom, but you're having trouble with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or you're looking for some advice, or you have a scenario you want us to talk about on air.
Even politicking or stuff that you've seen, something you want us to talk, whether it's our Real Talk segment, whether it's music you want to put up or anything, put us on, let us know. We're here for you guys. So whether that's Fusion, whether it's on YouTube, on podcasts, anywhere. So I'll be looking out for y'all, looking out for whatever you guys are on to.